When you're hitting any muscle, especially when you're hitting back, you want to make sure to finish with intensity and aggression. The same intensity you started your workout with, we're going to make sure you get that when it comes to our back. I'm Ebenezer Samuel. I'm here with Jeff Cavalier. We're doing fast finishers, and today we're finishing off your back.
Steady blazing.
Yeah, and the back is a large area, so we have a lot of work to do in order to make sure we hit it the right way. We're gonna hit with dueling mechanical drop sets, not just changing elbow position, but changing the angle of our torso in space.
There's a lot of movement here, a lot of changing positions, but your back is gonna feel it, we promise you, so stay tuned.
A back, is a pretty large area that we have to cover, but you can actually segment it by changing the position of your body in space. So we can hit the upper back, the rear delts, the mid-scap area. We can shift it a little bit to the lats themselves. We can actually involve the low back. A lot of times people forget that area. All of it's important, and we have to try to incorporate all of it into this one finisher.
The way we're gonna do this for back is we're gonna combine an RDL concept with two kinds of rows, and that's gonna give us a really good pump. Let's get into it.
First and foremost, how do we get into the position to actually do the row with a proper hinge? And the hinge starts right here at the hips, not by simply bending over from the back and rounding out your back. Pretend there's an open drawer behind you that you have to close with your butt, right? And that ensures that you're actually getting your butt backwards and not just leaning forward at the waist, and that's great. So as Eb gets down here, you can see he's gonna go as low as he can, where he can still maintain a slight arch in his low back and perform the row from here. If you can't get as low, Eb, let's pretend you couldn't get as low, you can start from here, right? We're gonna change the angle as we go, but you only go as low as you can actually still command the controls. So from here, you start with 4 wide rows. When we say wide, we're talking about the position of the elbows in relation to the body. Eb's got them out here to the side, and we're getting more of the upper back, mid-traps, mid-scap. This is an area of the back that oftentimes gets neglected. After we do our 4, we switch to the narrow position, tightening up the elbows to the side. This is gonna shift that load now more towards the lats. Come back up to the top, and we've got that active hinge coming out of the hinge there, so it's a low back extension, which is another area we always wanna train. Now when you come back down again, you only go halfway. And this is sort of that mechanical drop set. You go half the distance you were able to get to before. And again, 4 wide. And now this you probably feel more in the rear delts, right?
Yeah.
So again, we're shifting the load, which is gonna allow us to keep going even though we're fatigued. That's the beauty of a well-designed finisher. Once we've gotten through those 4, this time I'm gonna have you turn around so they can see that position. You go down into that hinge, you go a little bit less now, half the distance you just went on the second time, so getting taller and taller. And we go wide with the elbows as far as we can, just like that. And again, this is now shifting probably the majority of the work into the rear delt. And when we come back and do the lats with the more narrow grip here, we're again now working up in the upper trap, tie in with the mid trap.
Wow. That smoked me. I really love going from that kind of wide row where I get that really good squeeze and trying to get a little bit of a pause at the top of every rep. And then when I come to that narrow grip row, it's just a lot easier.
What was harder for you, wide or narrow?
Definitely wide.
Yeah, and that's interesting because again, those are the muscles that tend to not get worked as much. The thing about the isometric position of the low back and the strength that you build there, that almost becomes the most functional thing you can build in your low back. Because a lot of the exercises we do in the gym don't require the low back has to move so much, but remain stable and in that perfect position, the lats tend to sort of dominate. You want to make sure you're doing both positions.
Weights-wise, you want to be around about 50 to 60% of what you would attack on a single arm row. If you do 2 sets, I would take about, 60, 90 seconds between each set?
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's super versatile. You can throw it on the end of any workout. Again, whether it's a CrossFit session, whether it's a full body session, whether it is your classic back workout and you just want to get that pump on there, this is how you need to finish. So make sure to get this in.